Good morning. I ran out of coffee and I had to drink this instant mushroom coffee. So awful. Now, if you're all in right now, I would say that I'm proud of you because there have been people all in for a lot longer, most likely. You know, so if anything, you're the winner because you waited so long that you got more dips, better buying opportunities.
Hey, Sue Queen, I don't know if your mic's open or not.
It's open because I'm speaking.
Oh, my bad. My volume was down. I couldn't tell if it was background or not.
No, it's my voice. But all right. Peace out.
morning, good afternoon, family. What's going on? Everybody's afternoon been. Right back to the top of the trap. I don't know. Let's see. Let's check the macro. I don't think we are, honestly. Get rid of all this shit. If you want a line in the sand for the day, it's going to be ugly, like I said. You want a line to pass for the day, it's 113.5. Anything underneath that does not clear with the macro. The sad part is look at how high we got. Look at how close we got to a bullish engulfing on that candle.
Is that bullish or not?
No, you want to. We gotta get out of this lower high, lower low sort of pattern. Right? We're downtrending. First step of breaking that downtrend would be a bullish engulfing. After we close this candle down here, I said we would need 2 weeks to really clear this up, and it looks like we're gonna have to take all 2 weeks. There was a chance of getting it done in 1 week if we could blow this candle out and leave this range behind. But not only didn't we get above that candle, but we're back down in the range. To be clear, I expect the rate cuts to change that. Right, so we do have that around the corner. So it's like an asterisk that I have next to my macro sort of thesis here. I'll tell you one thing though, if there were no rate cuts coming up, and I don't even mean like there's supposed to be a rate cut and we don't get it. I just mean if this was another month and there was no rate cuts coming up, I would almost be already setting my orders at 1. It's only the bullishness from those rate cuts that's coming up in a week, less than a week or whatever, that's got me thinking that this can pop out and sort of just invalidate all this bearishness. Yeah, I don't like that. We'll see. 5 hours left. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. And like I said, our calendar is set up bullish. So, I mean, can we go lower before we go higher, though? Let's go look at next week's data. Monday, we're clear. Tuesday, we're clear. Wednesday is going to be the big day. I would assume that whatever move we have this week, if we get a false move down and we get a 3-day up, our pivot is going to be on Wednesday, not Thursday. And we said when there's big data numbers, you can get your pivot on Wednesday instead of Thursday. PPI will do it. Remember how hot it was before? Look at what they're forecasting. They're forecasting a 0.3 off of that hot ass 0.9 that we got. There's a very good chance that they don't meet that forecast because it's so wide. You know what I mean? There's plenty of room for error to not meet that forecast. So it's going to be interesting. And then CPI. This week's going to be crazy. Yeah. Wednesday and Thursday are going to be wild. Let's check our Fed Watch numbers. See what today's roll is. No change. Good shit. All right. So, what I would want to happen and what I think are going to happen are two different things right now, and I don't like that. What we would want to happen for that to work, right? For us to get up there and get above, we need to have a false move up. Okay, which means we need to come up, clear these longs, seal in that candle above, and then have a 3-day down that pivots on Wednesday and Thursday with those numbers. That's best case scenario to be able to get that close that we need, right? Unfortunately, the way it's set up, I don't think it plays out that way. I think we're going to get a false move down, free these shorts, get these buy orders, and then have our 3-day. Actually, you know what? Let's see, because we talked about yesterday if this symmetrical invalidated, which gave us our measured move down here, then these guys would have a reason to move their orders. So let's see. Let's see how many of these guys ran for the hills. This was our buy wall. This is that range that we're talking about. Let's reload. Drum roll. Okay. All right, all right. Haven't disappeared yet. That's good. They did remove some of those orders though. That 750 is gone down to like 6 basically. No, 720 is still there. 293. All right. So our walls are still down there. That's good. A big buy wall floor will be what keeps us from going lower. The problem is that our biggest concern isn't going lower. Our biggest concern is, like I said, popping up above 113.5 within the next 5 hours. 113.5. Oh. 113.5 is way up here. So let's drop a line. We can keep track of it. 113.5. So what we're basically talking about is freeing the trap longs. The top of that candle we're trying to get above is the trap longs. Drop our 13.5 right here.
Does that indicate the false move up?
Well, yeah, if we get that, that would be a false move up. But more importantly, it would fix the macro for it.
We could close with the bullish engulfing, you mean?
Yep. So what it would look like on this chart would be false move up, freeze the trap shorts. What that would do is, like I said, bring us up above here for the close. Then once that closes and we have that bullish engulfing, then that next candle has a whole week to have a 3-day retracement and to close above that again in the next weekly candle. So it's like a 2-week sort of step. The first thing is we need to clear that, right? We need to take that bearish candle off of the macro chart. Then we can have our 3-day down. I don't care where the 3-day down goes after that. As long as we get this check, we have a week for all of that to play out, and we've got rate cuts coming within that time. So if that doesn't happen and we get the false move down and we move up, then that's just going to extend, right? We'll have to wait until next weekly candle to see if we can validate that bearishness, which gives whales a whole another week to attack the bearishness, which is what we don't want. So it's pretty crucial what happens here in the next 5 hours. For me anyways, on the macro. It's possible, Yash. Stranger things have happened. What we're asking Bitcoin to do is to go up about 2.5% in the next 5 hours. Hiron, I don't really concern myself with the moon phases. But hey, if the moon phase is bullish, I'll take any bit of bullishness I can right now. We need some friendly whales. One good thing is that there isn't any really big sell walls between here and there. What we got if we go down the lower. Yeah, just small, like 100 Bitcoin walls. 196. 142 is the biggest one at 112. Then we have to carry this bullishness on this bearishness on the macro one more week, Pablo. That line that we're talking about is basically out of hot water and not out of hot water, right? If we can get above here, we'll be out of hot water. Next week will be bullish. We won't have to worry too much, right? Even if it comes down, we won't have to worry too much about the macro chart. If we close underneath this, then we're still in hot water for another week. It's called Kiyotaka, man. No, that wouldn't affect all season. What it does is it takes one more week out of our pump, bro. Out of our potential pump. And it does mean that alts will not be ready just yet. You know, you guys are waiting for alts to go crazy. So Bitcoin gets out of this hole and clears the macro. People aren't going to feel comfortable in risk assets right now. It's too much PTSD from these drops. everybody managed to TP that pit position. Now I'm back in the seat, trying to see when pit starts to outperform the majors here, where I can get back in.
Is Crow off the radar?
I'll check it right now.
Dbloc, what you think of Sol right now? Been in this
On the
202 range for a
verge of
minute.
invalidating this W pattern, but it hasn't yet. We had our bullish targets and our bearish targets here, but if this invalidates, probably coming down to 23. We're trying
Yeah, that's sideways. Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid that big gap in the VPVR right there. Your first high volume node's about 23, and then your 800 EMA underneath at 21 in case that goes wrong. This had some time to get up out of this range, but it just went sideways. Like ETH. ETH still hasn't broken that support at least. That's good. This support is important though. This support breaks, we're looking at 3,800 on ETH. Which I don't have to tell y'all wouldn't be good for the alts. Let's check Sol. Sol is sitting right on that uptrend. Right, we need to hold that or we'll come down to 800 EMA. 194. Maybe a little lower. Let me see what we got for vector gaps here. Yeah, right under our W invalidation is the vector gap. But it looks stronger than a couple of other things. That's the Sol E.
Hey Dbloc, when you get a chance, can you check out my X? It's like MI or MYX. It's going wild today.
Yeah, Sol also hasn't invalidated yet, but it hasn't put in the right side of that W. This sideways chop has been held on these patterns. What is that? What's going on with the VPVR? Okay. I don't know what's going on with the VPV office. So the real question is here is where does Soul ETH find the bottom? This was the bottom on Soul ETH so far. Inflation. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. What was that? What do you want me to look at?
MYX. It's gone from like 0.05 to like almost $4, man.
Yeah, nice move. We're looking at this earlier. We were in accumulation on the hourly, I believe, around the 15-minute. Yeah. Well, sometimes we say, hey, you know, these pumps come out of nowhere and you have to be in it to catch it. But in this case, we knew we were in accumulation here. We're looking for our 2 hits to the downside after the break. And then she just went.
Damn, that's like a 3,000% move from there. Or
It's such a good move. It's such a good move, man. It's one of those that when it goes, you just, all you can do is watch it. All you can do is watch it. Yeah. And it's already making its second move after another accumulation range. Swept the lows. Yeah, it's a great little move. There's not much TA I can give you on this, bro. Either you're in accumulation or you're in expansion. This thing is expanding right now. Once it stops expanding, just watch out for another accumulation range. I mean, we had a bit of a dump off here right after accumulation. And then reaccumulated on the 800. How that caught the 800 there. Rode it. How much was this move? Jesus. 23x. GG's, guys.
Why did it do a 23x?
What happened?
What happened? Well, why did it pump like that?
It's super low market cap. This thing is just getting listings everywhere. The DeFi protocol.
Yeah.
In this chart. You know, if you really want to broaden it out, you're just looking at a pump, accumulation, a couple deviations, and another pump. Sketchy chart though. There's absolutely nothing up here on the VPVR at all. Meaning the one thing you don't want to do is break these lows. break those lows, you're gonna sell back. You're up above your highs, so if you can turn this double top into support, then you'll be looking good. Let me grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Yo, Dbloc, are you there? Hello, Dbloc. Is mic working?
Your mic's working. He's just gone to grab a drink. He'll be back.
Is Dbloc online now?
He's just gone to grab a drink. Yeah, he's online.
Oh, okay. Thanks so much. Are you long or short, guys? Anybody here?
Hey, if you're looking for PA, rewind the stream about 45 minutes. It was over a lot.
Sorry, can you repeat? I didn't hear what you say.
Rewind the YouTube stream about 45 minutes.
Okay. 45 minutes ago, was it about Bitcoin, Ethereum, or what?
We went over pretty much everything.
Did he cover about three?
I don't know. Not sure.
Are you in any trades?
Oh, no, not right now.
You sticking to stables?
I'm sticking to keeping my money because I keep losing it.
Yeah, it's better to keep.
I'm back, y'all. I'm just scanning through Twitter real quick. If I missed anything this morning.
Your Dbloc, are you there?
Yeah, what's going on, brother?
Can you let me know about Sui? Did you
Yeah.
cover Sui yet?
Nah, I haven't. I'll go over it. Give me a second. Let me get through this real quick. Then I'll take a look at it for you.
Thank you so much, bro.
No problem.
I lost a lot of money on Sui.
Bought high. Bought a little too
Lost
early.
about 10 grand.
On spot or leverage?
Leverage. Futures.
Yeah, yeah.
My capital is about 10 grand. So I'm still trying to fix this.
I'll take a look at it for a second. Give me a second. Let me try to get through this news cycle real quick.
You think Bitcoin is going up or down?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Both.
Exactly. I think it's going up or down. But yeah, if you go back on the stream for a minute while I'm looking through this, if you go back on the stream when we first came on, I went through my whole Bitcoin thesis on what I think is gonna happen.
What's a good entry price?
I can't tell you that, brother. That's financial advice. I could tell you what I think is gonna happen. Like I said, if you go back and look on the stream, you'll see the targets that I'm looking at. If not, I'll go over it when I get back. Give me 1 second though, because I gotta finish this.
Okay, I'll wait for you. Thank you so much, bro.
No problem.
I'm really very sad I lost 10 grand.
I know the feeling. Definitely know the feeling. Even loading up heavy on alts right now on spot is questionable. If you're gonna load up on futures, then maybe there's something I don't know. But for me, it hasn't been time yet. We've been waiting for all of these to sort of come down. Accumulation, yes. Right? DCAing and all of that shit, yes. But
How about scalping? Like
yeah, that's fine too.
five,
Yeah, that's
5
fine too.
minutes,
But any
5
long
minutes and
holding,
close.
you know what I mean? Like long holding something that you DCA into on a futures position or on a perps position is very dangerous right now. I mean, look at dominance, right? Dominance is shooting up towards 60%. That doesn't make you feel very comfortable in leverage
So
positions on
scalping
shorts.
5 minutes, 10 minutes better.
I mean, in my opinion, yeah, because you're getting quicker exits, quicker. You know, you don't have to worry about holding anything for too long right now.
Can you teach me how to scalp?
What we do here. But you're playing with leverage too early. I can tell you that right now. How long have you been trading for?
A few years.
Okay.
2018.
And when did you start trading leverage?
2018.
Okay.
I traded since Bitcoin was 1,000.
Well, that's been quite a while for you to
Bitcoin was
develop a little rule set and a little strategy.
yeah, but you know there was a big crash. Then I was so sad. Like 60K went down to 30K. That wrecked me. Which coins you looking at now, bro?
All the regulars, everything you hear us talk about here and on a daily basis. I'm not really holding that many projects right now. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Bitcoin is your main.
Yeah, Bitcoin's always my main.
How about Ethereum?
Yeah, ETH too. We're going into that rotation now, so I'm pretty heavy ETH.
So if is a good time to buy?
No, ETH was a good time to buy at 1,300. We're sitting at all-time highs for the most part on Ethereum.
How about Sui? Is it a good time to buy?
Better than ETH. It's taken more of a retrace, and it's sort of been a little bit slower off the bottoms.
So Bitcoin is still the best to buy?
No, I didn't say that either. We're at the end of the cycle. Bitcoin at the most now has a couple percentages left. Like it's not going to double from here. Right? You need to look for things that still have meat left on the bone, and remember that you are towards the end of the.
For a short.
You are towards the
Short
end
is
of
the
the
better?
cycle. You know.
Short bias is still the best now.
What is?
Short. Short instead of long.
What do you mean shot?
Short.
Oh, short.
Long and short.
Yeah.
Short. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're
Sorry,
gonna be,
my
no, yeah, you're good. You're good.
my
I'm
accent
just talking
is
about
bad.
cycle-wise, right? As far as the cycle goes, anything you pick, you're only gonna have, in my opinion, 1 to 2 months of accumulation on it. So you want to look for something that hasn't already run ridiculously hard. I don't envy your position to be looking for something to get into this late into the cycle, though. I'll be completely honest with you.
Sui hasn't go to all time high yet.
No, Sui's fine. Listen, but the problem is, are you gonna trade leverage or are you gonna buy this? Are you gonna buy spot and hold? Because you could be right and still
Mm,
get wrecked, right? You could be
I'm
right
looking at,
that
I'm
Sui needs
always
to go
looking
up.
at futures.
Well, sometimes if you keep doing what you've been doing, you keep getting what you've been getting. Like if you're having a bad
No, but
time with it,
I trade small. Trading small is okay.
that's fine. Yeah,
Like 1%.
that's fine. But risking 10K on one trade is not trading small if all you have is 10K, right?
So you
That's
think
trading
dollar
very large.
averaging
Trading small is
averaging is okay?
trading small is trading 1% to 5% of your portfolio. Right? Trading 50% of your portfolio on one leverage trade. But that's not trading small.
If I have 10K capital, what should be my long position?
Me personally, I don't want to be exposed more than 1/10 of my position at any time. At any time. Meaning I can
So let's
lose
say
10 trades, and I would have to lose 10 trades in a row to wipe my account.
so
Most
let's say
people,
if
1 or 2
10K
trades go
10
wrong and
grand.
their shit's gone.
So if 10K grand capital, what should I be doing?
I wouldn't. Well, like I said, 10%, right? I wouldn't want to be using more than $1,000. I wouldn't be wanting to risk more than $1,000 per trade, and even that is on the high side.
Then 1,000. Okay.
You gotta let yourself fail, right? You have to be able to fail without wiping yourself out.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Make
So with
make those
1,000 and
losses
dollar
less.
cost average,
What?
do I dollar cost average with 1,000, 1,000, 1,000?
No, because then your whole brother. The point is to not be completely exposed to where one trade can't take you out. If you DCA 1,000 10 times and your entire position is in that position now.
Because it always comes back up.
Yeah, but it also comes down sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what are you willing to risk if it goes down? You need to stop thinking about what you're trying to gain if it goes up. You need to start thinking about how much am I willing to lose if this trade goes against me. You need better risk management, brother. That's the problem here.
What's the CME close?
That's where
For Monday.
CME closed on Friday.
You didn't put it on your chart.
Yeah,
I cannot see it.
11.6. 111.6.
Can you put it on your chart?
It is on my chart.
Eh, okay.
The green line.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Sorry. Yeah.
What's
I
up,
was
Dbloc?
looking
How
at-
are you?
What's going on, brother?
I see on your chart there's so many buy walls at the bottom. So is there a good time to buy when it hits there?
If
What do you
price
think?
goes into those ranges, yeah, I would be expecting a pivot into these buy walls at some point. The problem is
So
we
is a
really
good
don't
time.
want, yeah, but we really don't want that to happen right now because we need to try to get above 113.5 in the next 4 hours by the end of the day. So if we were to come down into that
What do you
ranges, that would
think?
screw us up.
What do you think would happen if this doesn't happen? Let's say if we have a false move down and then we go up, would it worry you or it's still
Nah,
chill?
it wouldn't worry me, but it would take one more week of sort of struggling through the mud.
Wouldn't that be like too close to the Fed cutting rates time frame? Because last time when they cut rates, Bitcoin tanked and then went up.
Yeah, it would be going into the rate cuts. The problem is the last time that it cut, we also had the southern news from the Trump election. So it wasn't really about the rate cuts, it was the timing of it.
Oh.
Yeah. The other two times before, the 0.50 and 0.25 cut, they all send us. We went parabolic.
And they send us right after, or we
Yeah,
take
right,
some
like-
time to like play?
Nah, like right after. Look, I did the analysis here. So these are all of our rate cuts this year and our lack of rate cuts.
This weekend, do you buy anything?
So the 0.5 right here. See how we reacted to the 0.5 cut. And it was up, 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 up. A little retracement after, a couple of days after, like maybe 2 weeks after. It retraced and then continued. And then the 0.25 sent us for about a month. Maybe 2, right? 2-3 months. This is the one that dropped us. But it was right around election time. Right after he got elected. And then we had no change, no change. This was the big problem here, right? Because after the 0.25, everybody expected another cut here. And there wasn't, and that expectation just tanked us. And then another cut, you know, it got bad after that point. By here, we already sort of expected no change. Right here, the anticipation of another rate cut here, right? The expectation and not getting it is what made this so bad. And then again here, people had their hopes up. Maybe it was just a month pause, and then it happened again. By here, it was like, all right, we get it. No rate cuts, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we're used to the idea already. The expectations weren't as high, so the reaction wasn't as bad.
Yo, Dbloc, are you trading World Liberty Finance?
No.
What do you think?
I'm not touching it.
It's going down?
I'm not touching it. It's already went down. I mean,
Again?
I decided not to touch it when it was still
But it
at the
went up
top.
like 16% today.
Yeah. When things go down 70%, they tend to pop up a little bit. Me personally, that just doesn't land within my risk metrics.
Do you think we are just going downwards all the way until 17 when the rate cuts? What do you think?
For what?
The 17 is the rate cuts, right?
No, I'm asking you on what? On WLFI?
No, I mean like BTC, SUI, everything.
No, we
I
don't
mean,
have to go
in
down
general.
till then. I think that we'll probably go sideways. We'll probably chop till then, but I don't think we'll go down. All right, I see what we're doing here.
So it's not gonna be a bear month.
I think that September will be a red month. So we never came after these vectors on WLFI, which is unfortunate because that would have been what kept us moving here. We would have come up into this range. You just need to hold it. If you're still in this, you need to hope that this thing doesn't roll over because we're back into this gap here.
Do you think Donald Trump's family is dumping all the coins?
I have no idea, bro. I just know I'm busy working. I don't have time to play with shit like this.
What's your favorite coin this month?
Too many real quality projects.
What's the safest coin for you this month?
This month or period?
This month, September.
I don't know. I'm looking for a SUI rotation soon, personally. But the SUI rotation doesn't...
I've been waiting for SUI.
The SUI rotation doesn't usually come until Sol rotates. So I'm looking for maybe Sol to pump hard, and then I'll be really focusing on SUI.
But Sol is like so slow. It's like not going up much.
That's why it's next, in my opinion. You gotta pay attention to the coins that aren't moving. Get out of the habit of chasing shit that's moving. And look at the good quality projects that haven't moved yet.
What's the strongest support for SUI? What do you think? 3.11?
I don't know. Give me a second, I'll take a look. Oh, good luck, Frederick. That shit is a nightmare, bro.
Oh, Sui is like going up now.
I've been having the same issues, Frederick. Trying to get that shit right has been the biggest headache.
Do you think it's a good time to buy Sui now? It's like pumping.
We can't tell you when to buy, man.
Take a look at this.
Sui is my favorite coin.
It's a good coin. Well, technically, we're just
quite
now
stable.
coming out of my DCA range. Right, the range that I had for DCA here when we were looking for the come down was right in this area. So
What
we're
time
starting
frame
to
is the
poke
best?
out, but just depends on what time frame you're trading.
5 minute, 15 minute?
It depends on how you're trading. I don't know. Are you short scalping? What are you doing?
Scalping. For scalping?
Yeah, I like the 5 and the 15 for scalping. All right, so Sui.
Can I buy now?
Sui
For Sui?
is about. I cannot tell you when to buy, brother. You really have to stop asking me if you can buy or not buy. It's illegal for me to tell you when to buy and not buy.
I know. Just
Okay, well then I need you to
know it's
stop.
not.
I need you to stop asking me then if you know that, and just listen to the TA, and then from the TA you can take where the levels are, and then you can make your own decisions.
Yeah, I mean just like I know not financial advice. I mean like just your thoughts.
I'm about to go through my thoughts right now, brother.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So holding this uptrend looked a little sketchy here for a minute. Let's see if. Oh no, it held. All right, so if you did catch the bottom here on these DCAs, what we're trying to figure out is, will it move its way back towards the bottom of the DCA range, or did we make some good buys that are going to last here? For that, we want to hold this uptrend. We can hold this uptrend. Eventually, we're going to break this bull flag, just time-based, right? By like 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock tomorrow at the least, we should be able to break it. But if it breaks to the downside
3 o'clock now? Or what?
tomorrow,
Okay.
this breaks to the
be a right
downside, then we're looking at.
Is CME going to open soon?
Brother, can I finish the TA? You really need to slow down.
Okay. So sorry, bro. Sorry.
You gotta relax. I'm trying
Okay.
to be patient here.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
I'll keep quiet.
Thank you. So if this breaks down, right, if we don't break out of that bull flag and this breaks down, then we're looking for another chance to buy at the bottom of the DCA range. Right, then that'll be good. If this does break out, then we're looking at coming through this gap in the VPVR to about 37.5. Then at that point, if we do break out, what we're looking for is a retest of that break that holds, and then we can be more comfortable with actually getting out of here and moving somewhere significant. So yeah, next couple days are going to be important on Sui. If you're already in, then you're just hoping that that trend holds. If you're not in, then you're hoping that trend breaks and gives you another opportunity to buy back in as close to support as you can.
3.11.
But time's gonna have to tell on that one. CME closes, opens at 6.
Later?
At 6 today. Yeah.
Okay.
2.5 hours.
Usually what happens?
Market makers come back on duty in a couple hours after that, but usually price moves towards that CME gap if it's left, if there's a CME gap left behind. Right now, price
There'll
will
be
move towards
movements.
CME close to make sure that that stays closed and there's no gap. So, and we're right above, I mean, we're right below it now. So I don't think we'll leave a CME gap today.
I just hope Asia doesn't do something stupid and dump us down like right at 3 a.m.
Yeah. I mean, if it does dump, at least we know that we have those buy walls underneath to sort of protect us. I'd be really
I
surprised
heard
if they absorbed all of those buy walls.
I heard the concept that I was learning recently that some whales actually like to like keep the illusion of price to make
Spoofing.
market the yeah exactly make
Yep.
like phantom buys that are
Yep.
like removed after, you know.
That's why I checked to see if they were still there. Because yeah, it's very common for them to spoof orders. This is a large buy wall though. This sort of thing you wouldn't see. Normally when you see spoofs, it'll be like one order for like 2,000 Bitcoin or some ridiculous number, right? That just makes everybody go, oh my God. Like look at that order down there. And then as soon as price
Yeah,
comes down, they're like, whoop. They take it real quick. Because it's mostly just meant to defend another position, right? Whether they have a short and they're trying to entice price down, or they've got a long underneath and they're trying to defend they're trying to defend their liquidation.
Why is there a false move on your chart?
Because I'm expecting the false move. We get a false move Monday by these
Oh, okay.
walls. By these
For
walls
tomorrow,
sitting
right?
here, I would assume that they would go after it. But honestly, I'm hoping that I'm wrong. This is what I was saying earlier, that I'm sort of rooting against my own TA here, because we need the false move to be up to fix that macro. If I'm right and the false move is down, our macro chart is screwed for another week.
Usually at 7, right? The big movement. 7 a.m. US.
I mean, you get big movements when market opens, but no, I don't really, it's not time-based. I just try to look to see what market makers are on session and what sort of liquidity we have. There's enough liquidity to make this move. Like, the chart is set up for us to be able to do this by the end of the day. Whether they do it or not, that's on, we don't control those things. Whether they try to make the move, we'll have to wait and see. Hold on, somebody
but I have
at
a
my
question.
door. I'll
Isn't
be
it?
right back. Give me 1 second,
Oh,
bro.
I'm thinking that his TA is right though, because last time there was like a net of buy walls like this. We just ate them all and we just bounced up. And it makes sense because this would be the exact liquidity that we need to like push completely up. So I wouldn't be surprised to have like this dip down and then right back up.
Hey, YouTube, thanks for stopping by and smashing that like button.
I'm back. The Solana phone just came in. It's kind of clean.
Hey, Dbloc, wouldn't you think it would be bullish to like go down first, grab all that with liquidity, and that would be the fuel to like get us over the macro?
I mean,
Through the CME gap?
it would be nice if it happened quick. We can't do that slowly. We don't have that many hours to chew up making that move down. So
I mean, like how we did last week, because last week it was just up, down, up, down.
I would want it to be like a really quick sweep down if we're gonna do that, because we literally